Alright, hey everyone. Today's video is about how to counteract high testosterone and high estradiol. So, you're on TRT and you have high estrogen or estradiol, and you probably have high testosterone too. You started off in the treatment feeling great because of the increased testosterone in your bloodstream, but now you feel like crap. So, what gives? Well, high testosterone can lead to high estradiol through a process of aromatization. Your body converts excess testosterone into estrogen, which will cause you to feel bad. This often happens when initially starting TRT and your dosage is too high. So, what are some symptoms of high testosterone? Well, the symptoms of high testosterone really aren't anything too serious. This is not counting for extremely high dosages of testosterone that you'll be normally taking, like a steroid cycle. This is solely for TRT purposes, which let's say goes up to 200 milligrams a week. At those dosages, unless you're an extreme responder to testosterone, you're not going to be experiencing any too ill harm effects. So the symptoms of high testosterone are you're going to get acne, oily skin, and possible hairline recession. So, not the end of the world. Um, it can suck, but the symptoms of high estradiol, I would say, definitely make you feel worse. So, what are the symptoms of high E2 or estradiol? For me, the main one I get is anxiety. It's a tightness in the chest, and it sucks. It's just a terrible anxiety and emotional type feeling. For a lot of guys, they can get gynecomastia, which is an enlargement of male breast tissue. That one's not fun either. You can get depression, like moodiness, like what I said, like even like crying spells. Water retention, I get that one in my face. Uh, Soft erections or lack of your sex drive, and even hot flashes. I've gotten those before too, and they're not fun. Not the end of the world, but you don't want to be feeling like a woman when you're supposed to feel like a man. Um, so yeah, high estradiol seems a lot worse, right? And in my experience, it has been. The symptoms of high E2 have sucked. High testosterone, I haven't really noticed much. The acne, you can deal with it. It's not the end of the world. You get oily skin, take a couple showers. So, how do you manage high estradiol? Well, there's two ways. The first way is you treat it with drugs. So you take an Anastrozole or a Arimidex or another type of aromatase inhibitor to lower your estrogen while keeping your testosterone at the same level. So when would I recommend this? So I would treat my high E2 with drugs, and my testosterone was exactly where I wanted to be when I got my blood test at the right time. For me, since I'm planning on injecting twice weekly, this would be the day before one of my injections. For example, if my testosterone was at 700 nanograms per deciliter the day before I injected, that would make it to be right around 1,000 nanograms per deciliter the day of the injection, which leaves me right in the sweet spot, the 700 to 1,000 range. That's where you want to be. So when is this not recommended? This is not recommended when both your testosterone and your estradiol are too high. If both of them are too high, there's a more natural way you can go about it. Would be without adding another drug into your regimen. Because in my experience, in my opinion, the less drugs you're taking, the better. You only want to take what you absolutely need to take. So, what is the other method, right? You can lower your dosage of testosterone and increase your frequency of injections. So, this is what I'm about to do. So, I'm going to put up my blood work. And as you can see, my estradiol is at 44 picograms per milliliter. So that's a little bit high. It's not a crazy number, but I have been noticing a little bit of water retention and excess anxiety. So if you look towards the bottom, you'll see that my testosterone is also really high. It's out of the range, just barely, but it's still out of the range. It's at that 11-18 figure. My free testosterone, which is probably the more important of the two figures, is like double the range. It's 352, which is really high. So I could definitely use with a decrease in testosterone and decrease in estrogen. So what I'm going to do is the second method that I'm discussing, which is lowering my testosterone and increasing my injection frequency. So my previous regimen was to inject 150 milligrams of testosterone at enanthate once weekly, but getting my levels tested 3 days after my 150 milligram injection showed that this has my testosterone and my estradiol too high. So to counteract this, I need to increase the frequency of my injections and lower my dose. So now I'm going to be taking 55 milligrams of testosterone twice a week without taking an aromatase inhibitor. So I'm not going to be taking a anastrozole, a Arimidex, or Aromacin, or Letrozole, or whatever the other ones are. I'm just going to be lowering my dose from 150 milligrams weekly to 110 milligrams weekly. So when will you start feeling better? So it depends on what method you do. You know, if you take the drugs route, anastrozole actually works pretty quick, so you'll probably start feeling better the same day. You'll probably start noticing some of that bloat go away and your anxiety decrease, and you'll just feel more calm. So if you decide to go that route based on what I've discussed, then that's probably going to happen within the day. You're going to notice symptom relief. However, if you choose to lower your dose, then it'll require the testosterone to actually exit your system, and so it'll take about a week to see symptom relief. So that's all I have for today. Just want to discuss high testosterone and high estradiol and how the two usually go hand in hand. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment or give me an email at the email in the description. And thanks for watching.